So I'm on the bottom of 246, and number 7 says solve each inequality and graph the solution set on a number line. And I gave you a number line paper, so you need both. The first thing we're going to do is solve it. It says 6 plus h is greater than or equal to 12. So you're always going to copy the equation first. The next thing you're going to do is we have to get h all by itself. Well, how am I going to get h by itself if it's added to a positive 6? What am I going to do? What are you going to do, Brennan? Subtract what? Yes, tell me why. Good, we want that to equal 0. To get the letter by itself, we're trying to get rid of that. If I take away 6 here, what do I have to do on the other side? Take away 6 again, because remember, if I do the same thing to both sides, it remains a true statement, a correct statement. This simplifies to 0. This looks just like what we've been doing, doesn't it? Because it is. Only the difference is h is less than or equal to the number 6. That's the solution. Write this down. This is the answer. Open your book. That's just the first part, though. It says solve each inequality. What does it also say we have to do? Graph it. It says we have to graph it. So on your number line paper, you're going to write number 7 for 4-4b. Solution, everybody gets this solution part, right? We're treating it just like an equation, just like we've been doing for 3 days. The only difference is now, instead of an equal sign, you put the greater than or equal to sign. When you graph it, whatever the answer is goes in the middle. You do not have to start at 0. Please don't start at 0.
How do you know it's middle?
Close counts. Okay? So don't count to see which one's in the middle, but you have to be able to graph it so that the number you're looking at and care about is there. I generally skip lines just so I don't have scrunched numbers. Remember, the numbers to the left are less. I don't even care if you number it the whole way. I generally wouldn't. You need 2 numbers on one side and 2 numbers on the other. It's close enough. Okay? Because I want you to look at the part of the graph that we care about, which is where the 6 is. Now it says greater than or equal to 6. Is that an open dot or a closed dot? Why is it closed, Emma? You're right. Why is it a closed dot?
Because like the hint that Lindsay said, the closed dot has more and the line is more.
Good. It means less than or equal to because it could be 6. We have to color that in. So you're going to put a big old dot and you have to color it in where 6 is because it could be that. And yes, Lindsay's hint that if there's extra lines, you do the extra step. I kind of like that. But I also want you to know why that happens, because it could be equal to that number, so it could be 6. The tricky part is which way does the line go? If h could be greater than or equal to 6, what numbers would make this true? Morgan?
6, 7, 8.
Yes, I would say 8. Would the alligator be going to the big one? Yes. And so you have to go towards the 8. I always, and you have to draw an arrow, because remember it could go on forever and ever and ever. It is every positive number, 6 and beyond. If you don't draw the arrow, you are not acknowledging that that's an infinite solution, meaning I could do any of those numbers. If I put a 4 in here, is 4 greater than or equal to 6? No, so that's how I always decide. I actually throw a number in there. I have a hard time thinking about this problem if I don't put an actual number in for the variable and saying, is the alligator going the right way? Does that make sense? So the solution part's not new, just this graphing part is new. And like I said, some of you have done it. If you haven't done it, could you do it now?
Yeah.
I would look it up. On that algebra pi piece, huh? I'll take a look. Okay? It should be. I don't know. I'll look.
It does that. It'll say try and practice something else and come back.
Because if you make too many mistakes, it says, ooh, maybe you're not ready to learn this quite yet. Go move on somewhere else. And that's your hint that you should come and ask Mrs. Smith. Okay? Questions on 7? Let's see if we can do 9 then.